Hello farmers, welcome back to No Man's Land. Just about finished with the barley harvest. Bringing all the barley that I am collecting on up to the pig food production. I will probably buy some sugar beet tomorrow. We got the corn, we got barley, and we bought some canola last episode. I just want to see how much pigs, I want to see how much pig food the pigs go through overnight and kind of get a good judgment on that. I'm just a little bit nervous about getting more pigs. I mean, eventually, it's going to be 10 months before they can, well, it'll be 6 months before they can reproduce, and then 4 months before they actually do reproduce. So in about 10 months, we'll have some more piglets running around. Makes me just a little bit nervous, but hopefully we can keep up with the pig food. I think someone said, though, I can buy pig food up at the shop. I'm not sure about that because I don't see the option in the market. So usually when you can buy something, on the market, it will show on the market page that you can buy it or sell it. I don't see where I can sell it, so I'm not sure if I can buy it, but it's an option, I guess. But I can always buy it in the store. Was it like by 1,000? Is it by 1,000 liters? Where is that going to be here? Popular sugarcane. Okay, so it's not there. It's under big bags. Can I buy pig food? Yeah, there it is. Pig food right there. $900 for 1,000 liters. That would take a while to fill up the trailer. And if the pigs are going to eat that much food, that's going to be a lot of bags. So I'm down here and right now in the only field that doesn't really work well with the 60-foot header. I kind of forgot to flatten out the land over here, and I didn't remember until I was harvesting. So I got a little bit of mess to clean up over there. So there is that. I have taken care of the donut shop. I brought down some flour, about 10,000 liters worth of flour, and I brought down about 6,000 liters worth of milk. So the donut shop is actually up and running. I'm only making the chocolate and strawberry donuts right now because I would assume those bring in more money. I hope. We shall see. The BGA behind us is still slowly processing some silage. The big fermenter has a lot of silage still left into it. What was holding us up was the energy, but now we got 2 generators down, so we'll see how well that performs. So we'll earn a little bit of cash overnight, but once we get done with this barley harvest, I'm pretty much done here for the day. The good news is our environmental score is still going up because by harvesting in areas where we have not reset the scores yet, our scores are going up kind of high. I think we're up to 90 right now. I haven't checked since I started harvesting this property down here, so it might be up even a little bit higher. So we're up into the 90s, which is good. The sunflower fields, those scores are like in 60, and I got a couple of 60s around the sugarcane fields. When we get done harvesting those, our environmental score is going to be like mid-90s, I would think. Maybe a little bit higher than that as well. But overall, it's looking pretty darn good. So this episode here, I just want to go ahead and get the barley harvest done. The rain's coming, but I checked the forecast. The rain is a long ways off. So no worries of getting this harvest done. And wake up tomorrow and start plowing some fields. Only the fields, though, that we're going to plant in tomorrow. Because I got a funny feeling when I plow the field, it's going to reset my tillage score for those fields, which will drop my environmental score. That's why I don't want to plow the fields unless I'm going to plant them that day. But we'll see how the score works. Because if I replant them back in the same day, then my tillage score will go back up to 100%, which will be 30 points. Frank is doing a good job behind me. I got bales still left in the other barley field, but the 3 wheat fields that we harvested, all the bales have been sold there. All the straw has been picked up and sold, and digestate has been sprayed in all 3 fields. So the 3 wheat fields are ready to go, but they're not going to be wheat. I think most of them are going to be canola, because we need canola for pig food. But in a way, if you look at it, I got kind of lucky because I originally planted this barley to make flour. A little did I know I was going to need the barley for pig food. So that kind of worked out. But I think when we get all said and done, I might be able to make somewhere around 125 to 150,000 liters of pig food. I'm just hoping that the pigs don't go through as much food at all. But they're pigs, so they probably will be. Yeah, I think I said it last episode. It's kind of going on what pigs we're eating on With the Farms in Farming Simulator 19. But I mean, yeah, it's a different game, different mods. We're completely different. And yeah, those pigs in that playthrough, we're not eating hardly any food. But it's hard to compare when it's not in the same game. I mean, it's still Farming Simulator, but you know what I'm saying. It's not quite the same. Follower has stopped. I've been getting a lot of that down here. I didn't get it in the other big barley field that I did. Everything worked fine. And in the wheat field, the other big wheat field, everything worked fine. Why are you facing... I'm not really sure. Maybe they got hung up on a bale and turned around. I'm not too sure. Well, it's not much straw to pick up anyway, so we can go ahead and get that done later on here. Let me just go in here. I want to see exactly how much I got into the pig food production here. So I got 100,000 liters. Yeah, so I may just go ahead and... wait, how are we doing on flour? If I got plenty of flour, then I'm not going to worry about this barley. I'll bring it right up to the pig food production. Flour is going to be way up here. Yeah, I'm going to get like 160,000. We'll just say about 125,000 liters of flour. So that's going to be plenty. So this might go right into the pig food production. I can always take it back out later on anyways. Another thing that's happening though is, if you remember, we're growing potatoes in the greenhouse and that's set on distribute. That's distributing potatoes to the pig food production. But no worries, we can just probably go there and take out the potatoes and bring that on down to the big red barn and keep on making premium potatoes out of that. We don't want potatoes in the pig food production at all. Maybe at another time we can always change what type of pig food we make. And we could make it with potatoes, potatoes, that whole kind of a thing. But in August, beginning of August, yep, well, you start using the McCormick and start plowing the fields. Or I could use the Fendt to start plowing the fields. The T6 will be picking up stones. And then we'll start planting some canola. I don't know if we'll get it all done this episode or not. Probably not. That's a lot of work to get done. So I got to come on down here and remember to landscape this, because there's a dip here and there, and this 60-foot header does not like the dip. Actually, you know what? I'm going to turn off straw swap and do chopped straw here. I'll level this out. So last year when we used a 60-foot header, the big chicken field, we had a couple of spots where we didn't harvest the wheat going in one direction. Didn't have that problem this year, and I didn't do any landscaping there, so just got lucky, I suppose, or unlucky last year. Not too sure. But overall, the 60-foot header, I am enjoying it quite a bit. It gets work done just a little bit quicker when you got bigger fields. But yeah, eventually, when the money situation is good, or the opportunity does arise where the Class Lexian comes up for sale, I may go ahead and get that, just because the Class Lexian has a longer pipe, and I won't have the small issue of trying to unload a combine while it's on the move. So we got to plant corn, but we won't do that until springtime. Canola will be in August. Barley, we got a decent amount, but I might go ahead and plant some more barley. And I got to double check to see how much wheat I got. If I got plenty of wheat for the chickens, if I got like 100,000 of wheat, 74. I mean, usually they need about 40,000, so that's not too bad. So I might do a small... Well, they can take barley as well, the chickens. Right? The chickens do take barley on that mod. Modded does. This says grain. Alright, hang on a second. Which, do they take barley? Before I jump the gun on that. Chickens. Yes, they take barley. They can take barley. So we'll plant nothing but barley. That way I could either, you know, give the chickens some barley, or it can all go towards pig food. I usually rather plant wheat because usually you get a better yield on a field of wheat than you would barley. But let's go ahead and put straw swath back down. And we are pretty much done with this header for the season, because the only thing we got left is sugarcane, which is a completely different harvester. Same with sugar beets, and of course sunflower needs the other header. So I got a lot of leasing to do here in a couple of days. That should all fit into there. I did actually bring the header down on the combine like this. The header trailer is still back at the farm. Didn't bother bringing it on down. Let's see, that is full, so let's go ahead. I'm not sure I can do this with this header. You know what, might be easier if I just go ahead and we'll just drop the header right here for now. There we go. And I'll put the rest of this barley right into the mill. I mean, it's not much. It'll save me a trip back on down here and doing what we have to do. All right, there we go. Fold up the combine because it is going to rain tonight, so I don't want no water getting into my combine. If I happen to leave it down here and forget about it, which is very possible. Alright, all this barley needs to go on up to pig food production. I had to refuel the McCormick. I had to refuel this Fent. I did repair the baler and the McCormick while I was there because McCormick was pretty much down in the red. It cost me like $8,000 to repair the McCormick. That's how far down it was, and we got the reduced maintenance mod running, so it was really you can tell how much it was down, but by paying $8,000, even with reduced payment down. Let's go dump this into our production building. Come back down here. We'll grab the McCormick. Finish making some bales, and then I think we'll call it a day/night. Wake up in the morning, hopefully it's not raining in the morning, and we can get to work on plowing some fields and get ready to plant some canola. And I might as well leave the Fent and this trailer right over here at the cow farm because the silage should be ready probably 8 o'clock in the morning. Now I need to bring a whole bunch of that on down to the BGA first thing and get that started processing. So I'm going to go ahead and park this right here. Alright, where is the McCormick? There we go. A little messy on down here. Keep to mess as much as I can. I'm getting to the point like these little strips right here just don't seem to matter to me that much anymore. I mean, it is some straw, but it's not a whole lot. I guess it all depends on where I get bored of picking up straw. But you pick up enough straw and start selling it, and you go with a full trailer of straw over to the biogas heating plant, then you realize, okay, it was worth picking up the straw. See if I can make one more bale. Well, I guess that's not going to be a problem. It's collecting more than I thought. All right, let's see if we can pick up another bale here. Which I don't think is going to be a problem either. I think another bale after that. Not quite. I did see something kind of interesting on the mod hub today. It was like a placeables down for streams, rivers, ponds, and lakes. I thought about doing it, but then it looks like from reading the description that if you place down more than one pond or lake, you got to kind of make sure that the water tables are at the same height, or the reflection, the waters are going to be off and all that. And like, well, if I was going to do it, it looks like an interesting mod. I may have to try it out later on a test map. But I'm pretty sure I would put down more than one. Because I was thinking about putting one over down by the cow barn so I can get water a little bit easier. I was like, that's something I have to test out if I get time. Alright, so I think we are all good here. Can I get that bale off, please? Thank you. Let me go ahead and fold that up. Alright, so I think we're all done with the baler. So I'm going to bring that back. I will come back on down, grab the combine, bring that back. I'll see you back at the main farm. And I think we're, like I said, I'm pretty much done for the day. We'll sleep through the night before I check on the animals and check on the store for sales, make sure everything's good to go before I sleep. And yeah, we'll move to the month of August. Alright, let's see if I can repair the header without actually getting it in the shed. I think that this might work here. See if I'm close enough. Okay, they're all close enough. Just $308 repair the header. I'm not going to repair the combine, because I might be using it for the sunflowers. Let's go in here and rinse off some of the equipment that we used today. Don't need to repair the McCormick or the baler. Like I said before I went down, the only work that's done is the field that we're just in. So, although I got 4% damage driving it down, baling, and driving back already. So, well, that's not too bad. I did have a quick check on the way back. I have made 70 bales today in the barley fields. Well, 68 to be exact. So I got a lot of bales to sell. We don't need any more straw bales currently. Should be good to go. Can I get the header here? Get some wear and tear in that. Not going to repaint anything. Just going to let it all wear on through. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, probably should have brought the header down on the trailer. This is something I'm still not quite used to, because I haven't used a header trailer in ages. But that should be good. Yep, auto snapped. That is a nice new feature to Farming Simulator 22. That was a big thing for a lot of people why we didn't want to use header trailers. To get them on there good, and then to strap them on and make sure they stayed on. Alright, let's go put our baler away. We'll put the McCormick away. Probably should pick up the fertilizer spreader over there as well. And see what tomorrow brings. Yeah, I was not expecting the pigs to change up exactly how I was doing this. The baler, wait, the baler usually, I was like, where do I park the baler? The baler usually goes over to the cow barn. So for now, it's just going to be parked right here. Okay, why aren't you detaching? Thank you. And let's pick this up and put this away. Try to keep a clean farm here and there. It's not too bad when you know you got a lot of work to do and you got to leave stuff out. It's like, well, I'll be using it in about an hour or so. Let's see here. Where do I want to put this? I think I'm actually going to put this over here because the rock picker, we'll be using that tomorrow. And right here you go. Alright, so a couple of things here. Let me just go ahead and check on the store, see if anything new has popped up. No, it has not, so everything there is the same. And the other thing I want to check on is the animals, make sure we're all set there. They got enough water and food for tomorrow, well, at least overnight. And then we'll scroll on down to the chickens. Chickens are okay. The cows, I gave them water just before I started recording, so they were pretty much down. Like, oh, I almost forgot about the cows and the water. So they're looking pretty good. And the last thing I want to write down, let's see, the pigs are at, we'll just say 52,000 liters of food. I wonder how much they're going to go through overnight. Not too sure, but I think we're all set to sleep through the night, right? Think so? Yeah. Nothing else to really do here. I mean, there's things I could be doing, but we're going to go ahead and sleep through the night. 8 o'clock in the morning sounds good. Every time I go to bed when I'm busy during the day, it's like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. But I try to double check things, but yeah, sometimes you do forget things here and there. Alright, so we're up to $209,000 in the bank account, so the BGA paid off lovely overnight. First thing we're going to do is check the store, and that's it. That is all that's for sale currently. Alright, so nothing of interest there. The pigs... didn't really go through any food. I mean, I wrote down 52,000. I said I rounded off. We're still at 52,000. And I think we went to bed at, what, 5 o'clock in the afternoon? So that's like 16 hours of sleep time, and they hardly went through any food. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better about that, if that is the case. So they hardly went through. How long is that going to last them now? All right, so I was really, really worried about this. Now, not so much currently. The other thing I am interested in, though, I do want to jump over to the pig barn. Actually, the manure heap, if I can. And actually see, are we actually getting manure? Because it didn't seem like it was going up that much. All right, so we're at 51 liters. All right, so they do actually produce manure. Because at the end of last episode, I think we were at, what, 4 liters or whatever. I logged out. I saved the game, logged out. When I logged back in, it was back to 0. I'm like, okay. But what it could be, when you get a low number, sometimes they clean out the pits for you in the code. So I don't know if that was the kind of the case there. All right, so you know what? The pig's food health is up at 100. Their food, how they went through any of that. The straw, what's their straw condition? If they didn't go through much straw either. Yeah, they've barely gone through any straw too. So, all right, not too worried about them. See, chickens could probably use some food. The cows need some attention sometime today. The sheep ran out of food overnight? Are you kidding me? All right, let's go ahead and just take care of them. Lucky for me, I got this over here. What's their health at? I can kind of tell how long they were without food. Their health is still at 100. Okay, so they haven't been without food for hardly that long. Wow, those sheep. I thought I had plenty of food just to get through the night. There we go. Actually move this over here. And let's throw this over here. Alright, I do feel a little bit better about, like I said, the pigs. I got to go over to the, not the BGA, sorry, the silo pit. What are we at? 96%. So at 9 o'clock, that should be done. That is fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's see. That is over here. Let's go grab Where is it? There it is. Let's go grab this. And we're going to grab the plow. And we're going to plow this small field right over here. So I want to see what that does to our tillage score on this lot of land by plowing the field. Now, let me just double check. In August, we can plant canola, correct? Let's see. August. Canola, yes. All right. But now that I'm seeing the pigs not going through much food, I am really not worried about planting as much as I originally thought I was going to plant. Alright, so before I start plowing the field, let's go to the environmental score chart. Our score is up to 92 and a price increase of 13%. But if I come over to here, I just want to see what this is going to do here to our tillage score. Everything's pretty high here. And we'll start plowing these fields. And everything goes well. So I'm actually thinking about putting wheat back down in that field. So yeah, this whole, going finally one day on the pigs and seeing how much food they're going through, I was like, wow, I got to make a lot of pig food. But now I'm slowing my roll a little bit here on that. It's like, okay, wait a minute. It's not as bad as it seems. Now, yeah, we only have 10 pigs currently, and that holds 320 some odd pigs. But it's going to be a while before we get that high, so... but do want to be prepared on the pig food. We got enough barley in there for now. I'm going to have plenty of corn. I got some canola, but we're going to plant some here. If we ever need more canola, we can always go back down to the store to buy some. And, of course, we got sugar beet already growing, so I'm going to grab some sugar beet from that harvest when we get to it. And put that into pig food production, but most of it's going to go to the BGA. I'll have to keep my eye on the store, though. Only one item for sale so far this morning. And the one thing I don't need currently, even though I said in the last couple episodes, I really like to have 4 tractors. But now I don't need one because I don't need the McCormick or whatever to do any baling. So, the McCormick can be on plowing or the Fendt can be on plowing. And the McCormick can seed and the T6 can pick up stone. But a score of 92, and if we can get the other fields, once we get the other fields harvested, the sunflowers and the sugar cane, that's going to jump up our score quite a bit more. But yeah, the max increase you can get, or a bonus you can get, is 15%, and we're at 13%, so we're just about there. Alright, so I think I'm going back to, now that I can, like I said, I can see what the pigs are doing here. I think the field that we're currently in will be canola, and also the field in front of us will be canola. The chicken field is going to remain the chicken field. We're going to plant wheat in that, but that won't be until the month of September. But this field here and that one behind us needs to be transformed today and have canola put into it. The field across the river there, the bigger field, and probably the field that we were just harvesting at the beginning of the episode, I'll probably put corn into it. Let's see, what does that leave here? I think I got plenty of barley for now. We got like 150,000 liters into the pig food mixer. So that, I mean, yeah, the pigs aren't going through that much food apparently. So, yeah, we got enough of that. The sunflower field, I'm probably not going to plant sunflowers into it because eventually what I want to do is I want to take the canola that I'm planting in this field this year. I want to be able to plant it up there next year. So maybe I will put, I'll have to figure out what I'm going to put into that field up there for now. I know we got the bees up there. So I'm trying to figure out, I got to get the canola up there because the bees will help the canola yield rate quite a bit. All right, so now we're going to hire a worker for this field here. This one right here. And create a job. Field work. Course play. Let's do that. And then do this. Headlands 3 sounds good. So wait, did they get rid of... Did they get rid of overlapping on the headlands? Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that, I guess. It's not that big of a deal. And I'll see you in a little bit of a while here. So Control H. And we are good to go. So is this affecting my score immediately, or is it on delay like it kind of should be like? Yes, we still got a score of 99. Yep, still got a score of 99 there. So yeah, once we can harvest our sugarcane field here, we got a score of 64. We got a score of 60 in this field here. We got some high 60s here, low 60s there. And of course, we got the sugar beet field, 77. Once we harvest there, those scores will go up. But I mean, yeah, I can't complain there. 13% bonus if we were to do that. What I need to do now is we're going to grab the T6. And I need to go start picking up the bales I created yesterday. Sell those. And then eventually get the T6 on picking up some stone. So later on, I can plant canola. I don't think I'm going to get to planting canola this episode. I know lately my episodes have been running almost an hour or so. I know some of you are liking it, but that is quite of a long episode for someone to sit there for a full hour and watch it completely. If you do, I appreciate it, but that means you're enjoying it as much as I am. Sometimes I just can't stop, and I just keep recording. I think I don't got that much. I don't got that much footage, and then I go to edit it. I'm like, ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't want them to go more than an hour. An hour is my extreme. Usually, like a half hour, 45 minutes is the most I like to go. All right, so this should be in operation mode, like so. Is that working correctly? Yes. So, let me go around and pick up at least one trailer load with you guys. And we'll go up and sell it. Like I said, I got about 70 bales to collect. I forgot how many bales actually go on here. I thought originally it was 30, but I think it's more like 24 or so. Now the good news is, now that we got ourselves a bigger seed drill, and of course now we got ourselves a planter, I don't have to do any leasing for that. For the crops we are planting this year, that is all going to be in preparation for the pigs, because they're going to reproduce rather quickly. So I want to make sure we got a good amount of pig food ready to go. Let's see, month of August. What do we usually sell in August? Furniture is kind of on the wayside. We'll have to check some prices. Oh, that's right, I made donuts. I forgot we got donuts. Got to go down to the donut shop and see what the donuts look like. But I do believe this this month right here is not the greatest for donuts, so I may wait another month. All right, so this holds 24 bales. Oops, wrong button. Let's go up and sell these straw bales. See what they go for and see what the bonus looks like. Should be rather nice. And then I'll probably continue to get all the bales off, because someone's going to be busy plowing all day long. Not the McCormick, but probably the Fent later on. Yeah, we got one, two... Well, we got one field already done. That's a small field. So we got like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go. Alright, so I think I figured out what I was doing wrong with the auto-loading trailer before with the straw bales. I was always leaving it in operation mode, so every time I went to unload them, it would load them right back up. So hopefully they just Nope, still does the same thing. Alright, so I got to unload them twice. I'm not sure why, but that's the way it is. So, of course, 7,164 and a bonus of 896. That is rather good. So, let's see. 24 I already picked up, so I got to pick up 2 more trailer loads at least. So, the money should be looking a little bit better when we come on back. And then hopefully by then, the silage will be fermented and it will be silage. So we'll have to grab the fent, bring that down to the BGA and get that process up and going. Meanwhile, Frank or Mrs. Frank or someone's in the McCormick plowing what will be a canola field. Well, I'm down here in the field that we were harvesting at the beginning of the episode, and landscaping, delete your field. I flattened it out. So when I come down here with a plow, I'll just have to recreate where the field was. Not that big of a deal, but I shouldn't have any more problems coming down here with a 60-foot header and taking care of the field, hopefully. I don't know if that's going to do anything to my score or not, anything like that, but I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, landscaping where your field is, we'll delete your field and put it back to grass, if you will. Our sugar beets are looking rather good. Like I said, I hope to get 300,000 liters off this field. But they're still growing, and we'll find out how that goes in September. Sugar beet. Yeah, so I must have planted them in the second month because they're not ready, so they'll be ready in September. So that'll be next month. Like I said, one load will probably go up to the pig food production, and the rest will go right into the BGA. But that's for another day. I am going up selling the last set of bales, and I figured out the baling thing when I had to unload it twice. But I'll see you up there. In case you've been doing the same thing I am, I'll show you how it should be done, I guess. Alright, so here we are. So if you pick up your bales, I'm still in operation mode. And from what I see, watch it not work now, but it's just the way it works. So I want to put it in transportation mode. And then I want to unload the bales onto the trailer. And then slide them over to where you want to sell them to. And then unload again. And then it'll sell. And then reset your trailer and you're good to go. So we're up to $232,000 in the bank account, which is rather nice. So now we're going to go back. Like I said, the side of the bunker should be ready somewhere around 9 o'clock, which is fine. We got some work to do. We're going to pick up some stones in the small field that we just plowed a little while ago. But on my way on down here, I should mention, if you're watching this video when it goes live on the Friday, which will be May 27th, later on this afternoon, I'm going to be starting a new Let's Play on the channel on a new game that came out on the 26th. And that is My Time at Sandrock. It's kind of like a spin-off of My Time at Porsche, which I did a Let's Play on when I pretty much started my channel way back when. So if you were interested in My Time at Porsche, yeah, it's just another, looks like a spin-off of that, and it's My Time at Sandrock. So you can look for that later on this afternoon, I hope. Hopefully I got an episode recorded the night before, and it'll be ready to go live here a few hours after this goes live. Actually, the baling trailer, I don't know why I'm bringing it back here. I should have left this over at the cow barn. Alright, not a big deal. I'll just drop it off here. I'll have to pick it up later on. Do I need the front loader for anything? Don't think so, so we're going to take that off. And let's go get our rocks. Oh, someone did ask, by the way, because I just saw on the HUD on the other side, can you have more than one tractor doing follow me? And yes, well, I haven't tried it in 22, but in 19 you could. I think you could almost have like 4 tractors following each other. Something like that. I forgot what it was, but I haven't tried it in 22, so don't hold me to how many you can put together in a row. So now we're going to go around and pick up our stones so we don't damage our equipment. And plus, we can start collecting some lime for next time the fields need some lime. But boy, am I feeling so much better now. When we woke up this morning and we checked on the pigs, I'm like, okay, they hardly went through any pig food. Hardly any at all. So I think we're all set. So I feel now my crop rotation, what I was going to do, got to change my plan once again. But overall, it's going to work out fine. I just got to figure what I'm going to plant where the sunflowers are. So that way next year I can do an early harvest and get the canola where the sunflowers are. I don't want the field to go barren, so I'll have to check the calendar and see what I can plant and harvest. Probably, well, I gotta see, I forgot when the sunflowers are harvested, like in October? So they are kind of late. So we'll have to see. So the only thing that will happen is the bees just won't be able to help us out with that crop that we plant up there for a year. And then we'll get the canola up there. Yeah, it's too bad that the pig food that we were making isn't made with sunflowers, because that'd be perfect for what I want to do, but oh well. So once again, the field in front of us now will remain wheat for the chickens, which means some of the wheat I got in the silo I can bring on down to milling it over and make some more flour. But milling it over right now still has like 150,000 liters to make into flour, so we got a little time to do that. Canola in this field here, canola in the field in front of us, corn in the field across the river, corn probably in the field that we harvested at the beginning of the episode. The sugarcane field, that's right, we got the sugarcane field. That's not going to be sugarcane, but we got plenty of sugar. Somewhat, I feel like I've become diabetic with all the sugar we got around here. So, and the sugar beet field is probably going to remain sugar beet, so that way we can keep pumping in that into the BGA and getting our wonderful cash. So the sugarcane field and the two sunflower fields currently, I got to figure out what I want to do with those, and I'll probably figure that out after we harvest, and then I got to figure out what to put in there. Round and round we go, but the good thing about not having to pick up stones in every part of the field is because we got ourselves a direct drill, so I don't have to get it nice and smooth. We're all good. Let's go around and try to pick up. Oh, nope. I got to go back that way anyways. Now, the one thing I will need, though, when I do seed the fields, I do need the McCormick, because that's the only tractor right now I got the sensors on. There we go. This field is ready to be planted in. It looks like the McCormick is not far off from finishing plowing up that field. About 1,300 liters of stones going in here. And I'm trying to think, do I want to start the worker here? But I think I'll wait to make sure the McCormick is done. And this will be a worker that sets off in here. Let me speed up some time here. And at 9 o'clock, hopefully we'll get to where... Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. The bunker silo is done fermenting. And nope, we don't want that truck, but we're over here. This is what we want. Let's uncover that. Now it's going to take a while for the BGA to actually get up and running, because first I got to put it into the chopper. Then I'll distribute it to the fermenting stations. before it gets put over to energy. But with 2 generators now, we should get through the process a little bit quicker. Oh, I didn't turn the belt on. The conveyor. Or, okay, so it's on already? So 350,000 liters, so that's 6-7 trips on down. But I think only about 3 trips to begin with. So eventually I'll get down here to the BGA and decorate a little bit more, but I got to see what happens when I put the sugar beet in. And see how much we ferment and all that, because I may need to put down another fermenter and maybe another generator, who knows. So now the only thing is I got to bring down one more load, but that's not going to take another full trailer. And I'll have to wait for the top of the hour for this to be pushed into all the fermenting stations. So I'm going to leave this here for right now, because we're going to take a quick trip on over to the donut shop to see what the donuts look like. Where are we here? This should be the donut shop. Oh, actually we got a good amount of donuts out here. We already got 3 chocolates and three strawberries. How are we doing on the material? Actually, we're not going through that much material at all. So I did bring down about 5,000 liters of milk, and overnight I've only gone through like 2,000 of it. So the donut shop, the one thing I got to remember is when I put down, I don't want to say regular production buildings, I'm used to the no handcuff mod production buildings we're putting down that hold 5 times as much and produce 5 times as fast. But this donut shop only holds, I don't want to say only holds, it's like 7,000 liters of material a piece except for flour. That seems a whole little bit more, but already it is looking pretty darn good over here. Let's have a look at the prices of donuts. Donuts. I'm not making any glazed donuts currently. So we are in the month of August, which is looks like the worst month to be selling donuts. It is, but even then they go for like 3,000. But you can see the strawberry goes up to 4,500. And the chocolate goes up for 4,700, and the low price is 3,200. And yeah, we're at the lowest price, 30. Yeah, we're at low prices for all of that. I think we got some cakes to sell. I'm not going to sell them yet, but I want to keep this fresh in my mind for next episode. If I can find the cakes. And the cakes look like we're almost in the best month. So they go at 3,500 for the best price. And we got a couple of 3,200. So I may wait until next month, because September looks like to be the high month. So we're somewhere in this general area, which is not too bad. And I think furniture is, I don't want to say long gone, but let's see what the price is currently. Actually, it's not that bad. If I needed some cash, I could go ahead and do that. But we are going to need $50,000 for harvesting the sugar cane and sugar beet when it comes to it. But we got plenty of cash. And right now in the store, like I said, the only one thing is it's a trailer. It's a nice trailer. It actually holds almost 60,000 liters. But the Mac Anthem would have to tow that around, which is not that big of a deal. Nice trailer. Something I could probably use a second trailer in the future, but right now, not wise to be spending money on that, because it's not like my trailers are in that much use anyways. I think the McCormick is done. If I can find the McCormick. Yep, there we are. They did a wonderful job here. So I'll get them moved over to work on something else, like the wheat field and whatever. Let's see, I got digestate to spray in the barley fields that we harvested, so that needs to be done. So we're probably going to do a little bit of work in between this episode and the next. But yeah, definitely got to get, well, that field's ready. And just got to pick up stones here. And then these 2 fields are ready for the McCormick to plant in canola for our pigs, which did not go through that much pig food overnight. So I feel a little bit better about it. But until we sleep another night just to make sure. But I think we're going to be okay. I think I was panicking a little bit there at first, but yeah, I think we're going to be all right. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in No Man's Land. But until then, have a good one.